All right, hi guys. We're going to be looking at number 22 today. It is significantly easier to draw 22 compared to 21. So today should be pretty easy. So the first thing that we're going to start with is we're going to basically start off with boxing out where everything is, kind of like how we did 17 a week ago. So we got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. We're going to start with 14, so 3, 6, 9, 12 plus 2 is 14. Just adding our dots. And then we can see that this part is 6 units tall, so we're going to go up 6. Now, even though we have a bunch of open space here, again, I'm just kind of marking it out just to see where things are going to fall. Okay, and then 2, 4, 6, 8 is how far back the part goes. So 3, 6 plus 2 is 8. 3, 6, 2, 8. Right there. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to start by drawing that very front plane that we see, minus the slope. So it's all connected along the bottom. Okay, and then it goes up 6 on the very left-hand side. And then it goes in 2 units right here. And then we're going to leave it at that. Then what we are going to do is over on the right-hand side, we can see that this platform over here is 2 units tall. So we're going to go up 2. And then it does tell us where this slanted plane ends, which is 5 units away from the left. So if we bring this down to bring down 4 units from the top, okay, that puts us at the same height as the bottom platform, which is 2 units away from the left, and then add 3. Here we go. Bring this all the way over. All right, so now we have that. After that, what we're going to do is we're going to add the L on the right-hand side, okay, and that goes back the full 8 units. Goes up the total 6. And then it's also 2 units wide all the way through. Okay, kind of see how we're building up the part here. Now we're going to look at the very top, and that goes back the full 8 units on the left-hand side. So we're going to add that. And then along the very back, it does go the full 14. Like so. And then it also does give us a measurement for where this slanted plane ends in the middle here. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 from the left. So that's 3, 2, bring it forward 2, and that's that inside corner. All right, so this is where things get interesting. You can erase this dot here. We don't need it anymore. All right, so what we are going to be looking at is for the slope. We have an over 3, down 4 slope. Okay, so that's a down 4, over 3 to connect right here. Okay, we don't really know the slope going side to side, but we do have this backside kind of figured out. So if we were to go down 4, over 3, that'll tell us where it's ending forward and back. Okay, so we'll add that slant, fill in this corner, and then we can slant front to back like so. See how that filled itself in? All right, and then we do have 2 holes to draw. So what I can tell is that for this top one here, we are 1, 2, 3, 4 units away from the very back. So that's going to be the forwardmost point of the circle. And then it is centered 1, 2 units away from the very left-hand side. Okay, so, and that means our center is 3 units away from the back. So if we go into, forward 3, right there, This is facing up. So our center mark should go front to back, left to right. Draw the box for that circle, and then draw your best circle filling in that box. Okay? Alright, now the bottom one. For the bottom one, it's 1, 2, 3 away from the front, and then 1, 2, 3 away from the right hand side. So left 3, back 3, right here. This is still facing up, so the center mark should go left to right, front to back. Box that out, and then draw your circle. And there you go. That is the ISO for 22. Nothing to change here. All right, so we can get rid of this, and now we can look at our orthos. So starting with our front view, we're going to start with 14 units. So that's 3, 6, 9, 12 plus 14. And then we're going to go up 6 on the left-hand side for the time being. So that's 3, 6. And actually connect those before we get any further. Okay. After that, along the top, we're going to go to the right 2. And then on the right-hand side, we're going to go up 2. And if you remember, the slope for this inside piece right here is down 4 over 3. So we're going to go down 4 over 3. Slant, and then connect over to the right. Okay, so that's that very front plane. Now we're going to kind of add this back piece right here along with the rest of this slanted plane in the middle. So on the right hand side, we have to add an additional 4 to reach to the top of the part. And pretty much the entire plane that we see on the top is flat. Even though it does not cover the entire part, it is entirely flat all the way across. So now we just kind of have to figure out where this plane is in relation to this. So if we actually chase this forward, we see that there's a difference of 3 units left to right from where this is and this is. Okay, so if we just bring this point over 3, same with this one over here, okay, that's going to allow us to find that slant and see what the change left to right is for that inside plane. All right, so now all we have left is the holes in this part. So for the top one that we see on the left-hand side, it goes from the top to the bottom. It's 2 units in from the left. So that's where our center line is going to go, right here. And then our hidden lines are 1 away on either side due to the diameter being 2. Okay. After that, we have our little guy over here on the right-hand side, and that is in 3 from the right. And it's only 2 units tall, so it's not going to go through the entire part because this bottom plate right here is only 2 units tall. And that is the front view. Okay. Moving on to our side view, make sure you're directly in line with your front view. This entire thing goes back 8 units, so we're going to go back 8. So 3, 6, 8. We know that along the back, we do get to be 6 units tall. So we're going to add that. And then this whole L is 2 units thick all the way through. So we're just going to add and fill that in. Okay. So the thing is when we're looking at this from the side, this whole plane meets from this inside plane right here to the very front of the part. So it doesn't look like it's slanting from the side view. In fact, it just kind of fills out this corner right here. So that's just what we're going to do. And then all we have left is the holes. So starting with the bottom one here, we know it's 3 units back from the front. So we're just going to add it right there. and then 1 away on either side are hidden lines. And then for this guy up here, it is 3 units away from the back, which puts it right here. And that does go through the entire part because it starts at the top, ends at the bottom. So that means they do share a hidden line for a little bit. And then the bottom part down here is all that we see for this longer hole because it lines up with that object line. Okay? All right. So moving on to our top view. Again, make sure you're directly in line with your front view. We're basically going to start with a box that is 8 by 14 units wide, because everything fits inside this box. All right, so from here we get to fill in a few things. So I'm going to bring this corner straight up, which is going to be 2 in from the left. I'm also going to bring this corner forward from the right. And then basically the easiest way to do this is basically to count where things are. So this corner right here, in order to draw the top plane, is going to be 3, 6, 9 units away from the right, or 5 units from the left. So right about here. And that'll let us fill in that very top plane. And finally show to us what that slope of the line is. It's not really necessary to know what it is. So what we are doing is the next thing we have to do is add this slanted plane. So we have to kick it out 3 units. So we're going to kick this 2 units out 3, and then this guy out 3, and also slant that. Okay. Now all we have to do is add our holes, starting with the bottom one just because that's where I was looking. We know that's 3 units in from the right and 3 units back, putting us right there. Draw your box, and then draw your circle. Okay. And then to do this guy up here, it's 2 units in from the left, 3 units forward from the back, putting us right there. Add your box, and then draw your circle. All right. And then as soon as you're done, make sure you erase all the extra stuff to make sure all of your drawings are clean. So all the boxes would go, and then all of the fancy arrows that we did over on the ISO would also go. So again, if you have any questions, please message me on Canvas or ask me when I see you next in class. See ya.